Hello everyone and welcome to the Schönes Land Arena Duisburg for the opening ceremony of the Rhein-Ruhr 2025 FISU World University Games Summer. This is the 32nd edition of the event and the second time that Germany has played host to the FISU Games Summer. Over the next 11 days of competition, over 2,100 medals will be handed out across 234 events held across 18 sports, held in 5 different cities.
Aini lindo, ni meia.
This is the We Are All In statement for the various delegations.
We are all in.
พวกเขาเป็นหนึ่งเดียว
Estamos juntos.
Usismos Raven.
We are all in.
عم ببعكنوا حاضرين وبقوة.
Idziemy do toho wszyscy naplno. Slovakia.
نحن جميعا معكم.
Nous tous là ensemble.
Nasi voll dabei.
احنا مقعودين.
Tuđi baško.
We are all in.
احنا مزارن pro vás.
Nós estamos todos nessa.
Jemi tuđi baš.
Estamos dentro.
كلنا مشاركين.
Tanzania, Tashiriki.
We are all in.
Estamos todos listos.
Cesetirimo.
Մենք բոլորս մասնակցում ենք.
We are all in.
Wir sind alle dabei.
Biz birgamiz. Kamarimaşov.
We are all in.
وعسنا قايب يفي.
Meillä on kaikki pelissä.
We're all in.
Tous ensemble. Bir kimi birlikte.
We are all in.
Ci siamo tutti.
Estamos todos comprometidos.
Nachegara Tadiyela.
We are all in video. And what an amazing arena we have here. The 6 chimneys representing the 6 different cities that are hosting events at these games. Bochum, Duisburg, Essen, Mulheim and Ruhr and Hagen in this area of North Rhine-Westphalia, as well as Berlin.
The student athletes of the world are here and they are ready to play. It was raining earlier, but the skies have cleared and there's even been a rainbow over the stadium, and maybe not the only one that we are likely to see this evening. Rain or shine, everyone is in a festival mood, which is terrific because that's exactly what is planned for the program tonight.
Conductor Enrico Delambois.
The orchestra are assembled for our next part of the opening ceremony. Overture Now and Together, created specifically for these games, performed here by Holmes Westdeutscher Funkhaus Orchestra, conducted by Enrico Delambois.
Für die Welt, für Deutschland, für Nordrhein-Westfalen. Die gesamte Sportwelt ist all in. Das gilt im Besonderen für das Sportland Nummer 1 in Deutschland, für NRW. The Rhine-Ruhr 2025 FISO World University Games stand for the power of community through sport, for the world, for Germany, for North Rhine-Westphalia. The entire sports world is all in. This is especially true for the #1 sports land in Germany, North Rhine-Westphalia. Please give a warm welcome to the Minister President of North Rhine-Westphalia. Meine Damen und Herren, begrüßen Sie den Ministerpräsidenten des Landes Nordrhein-Westfalen, Hendrik Wüst.
We've been looking forward to this moment for years. The 2025 FISO World University Games are about to begin. It's absolutely great to see you all here. Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, and especially dear athletes, we are deeply honored to have you all here in North Rhine-Westphalia. We are looking forward to exciting competitions, to top athletic performances and great events. The athletes can look forward to perfect venues, a fantastic atmosphere, and I am sure the 2025 FISO World University Games are going to be fantastic. I am sure you all are going to make these games fantastic. Sport has a great unifying power. Especially in these times, we need joy, enthusiasm, and unity in the world, and we need it more than ever. To me, the FISO World University Games are a celebration of respect, tolerance, and friendship. I hope this spirit spreads around the world, driven by your experiences. Each and every one of you is invited to be an ambassador of friendship and peace. I wish all the athletes every success, and I hope that all our guests feel at home. A very warm welcome to all of you. Welcome to Germany and welcome to North Rhine-Westphalia.
Der Ministerpräsident des Landes Nordrhein-Westfalen,
and a speech that touches on many of the themes of tonight's opening ceremony: fair play, friendship, support across borders. The overarching idea of the FISO World University Games is that people who play together, particularly students, also meet each other. Those who meet each other
full of emotion
a better,
and
more
full
hopeful,
of
more
music.
peaceful world.
Especially, we have one highlight for sure. Natürlich mit einem großen Highlight, der Einmarsch der Nationen. Wir freuen uns auf über 5.000 Athletinnen und Athleten.
Enjoying what has been a spectacular start to this opening ceremony. Fantastic piece of music played by the orchestra, that now together, finished by the fireworks. Really got the hairs on the back of your neck standing up.
Wir können Sport, wir feiern Sport. Together, we celebrate sport tonight.
Do
That was a quick review from the closing ceremony in Chengdu, but now this part of the ceremony is introduced by around 500 dancers dressed as miners, while a choir will sing the Stiegerlied, a German miners' folk song. During this performance, the scenic towers that are on the stadium floor will open and close, revealing the world beneath the earth, and faces representing the people who pulled the black gold from the ground. The dancers come from various dance schools in North Rhine-Westphalia, as well as professional dancers under the direction of Majid Kassab.
Let's continue with their voices.
The dancers will depict typical mining sequences in slow motion. Work becomes art. It's a tribute to this region, a look back at the significance of the Ruhr area, a melting pot of cultures. It also introduces us to the idea of kumpel, which originally meant miner, but is now more widely used as slang for mate or pal.
with historic images from this region. Coal mining takes solidarity, sweat and toil. There's a lot of dust. It's hard physical labor, and team solidarity is needed for its success. And it's easy to imagine how all of this instilled an inquisitiveness, a desire for knowledge perhaps, and a steadfast ability to work into the character of the people here. Is it any wonder then from this ground, the densest university landscape in Europe has risen?
Ich will bis 6 Uhr raus und heute mal früh pennen. Will nicht sein wie der Nachbar und setz alles auf Rot. Und dann bei jedem Kater habe ich Angst vor meinem Tod.
We move now to the pop band Queerbeat, formed in nearby Köln and Bonn, a brass pop band known for what you might call radical positivity. Their sound is uplifting and deep. Enjoy.
Ich bin das Megafon einer Generation. Irgendwie geht's mir gut und wir schaffen das schon. Weil ich nur so kenn, zwischen morgen und Moment. Frag mich, wie's mir geht. Ich sag okay, okay. Oh, 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 oh. Ich bin alles und nichts, weil ich mal war. Wir sind Randale, Randale und Tura. Ich frag dich, wie's dir geht. Du sagst okay, okay. Ich bin ein Hybrid, wir sind ein Hybrid. Aus Randale und Tura. Mal bin ich Business und mal auf dem Trick. Ab und zu ein Loser und ganz sporadisch hin. Wenn ich mal gewinne, gewinnen alle mit. Ich stehe mir im Weg bei jedem neuen Schritt. Ich bin das Megafon einer Generation. Oh, oh. Irgendwie geht's mir gut und wir schaffen das schon. Oh, oh. Weil ich's nur so kenn, zwischen morgen und Moment. Frag mich, wie's mir geht. Ich sag okay, okay. Oh, 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 oh. Ich bin alles und nichts, weil ich mal war. Wir sind Randale. Randale und Tura, ich frag dich, wie's dir geht. Du sagst okay, okay. Oh, 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 oh. Ich bin alles und nichts, weil ich mal war. Ich bin ein Hybrid, wir sind ein Hybrid aus Randale und Tura. Häng ich zwischen morgen und Moment. Zwischen morgen und Moment. Frag mich, wie's mir geht. Ich sag okay, okay. Oh, 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 oh. Ich bin alles und nichts, weil ich mal war. Wir sind Randale. Ich frag dich, wie's dir geht. Du sagst okay, okay. Ich bin alles und nichts, weil ich mal war. Ich bin ein Hybrid, wir sind ein Hybrid aus Randale und Tura. Wir sind Randale und Tura. Hurra, hurra, 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 Randale und Tura. Wir sind Queerbeat, viel Spaß!
Wenn gute Laune eine Band wäre, dann wäre es genau diese hier aus Bonn.
Absolutely.
Mit Pauken und Trompeten hinein in unsere Herzen. Danke,
they play multiple European festivals every year.
Auftritt. If Joy had a soundtrack, this would be it. From Bonn, with Tiffany and trumpets into our hearts. Thank you so much, Queerbeat, for your fantastic performance.
A little change on the stage now. And possibly the main part
Und hierauf warten
for many
wir
at least.
Sie kommen aus allen Ecken der Welt. Herz, viel Schweiß und Sportsgeist haben sie hierher gebracht. Und heute schreiben sie Geschichte. And now a moment everybody is waiting for. They come from all corners of the world. Hard, a lot of sweat and sporting spirit have brought them here. And today, they are making history. A huge round of applause for the student athletes of the Rhine-Ruhr 2025 FISU World University Games. Einen Riesenapplaus für die studentischen Sportlerinnen und Sportler der Rhine-Ruhr 2025 FISU World University Games.
If you're wondering what the empty seats are all about, you're about to find out.
Please welcome our technical officials.
The technical officials lead off what will become quickly the parade of nations of this opening ceremony. Always one of the best parts as the curtain rises even on these World University Games.
It takes an awful lot, doesn't it, to make these games work when we have 8,500 athletes here. Count in the technical official goes up to 9,500 people. So just a small
volunteers
group of technical officials represented here.
And behind every successful multi-sport games is one of the most important teams of all, the volunteers. They are the ones who make things run, doing all of the little things that are necessary for the games to go smoothly. No games without you, they say, and they are absolutely correct. Team normally in the shadows steps into the light here for a well-deserved ovation.
To
the nations themselves. We begin with Albania, which has 6 athletes who will compete under the double-headed eagle flag of their nation, representing in Taekwondo and athletics. 5 of the 6 attend the Fanoli University, named for a prominent scholar and former Prime Minister.
Next up, coming out of the opposite corner, Argentina. Never won a gold at the FISU Games. They made their FISU Games back in 1985. The main focus of the delegation is basketball and volleyball, in which they have teams in both the men's and women's events.
Here is Armenia, and most of the athletes in this delegation are students at the Armenian State Institute of Physical Culture and Sport in the pink city of Yerevan. This nation captured 2 bronze medals in Chengdu 2 years ago, and they have potential for gold here.
Known as the Uni-Roos, Australia first competed at the FISU Games in Tokyo, Japan, 1967. They've been involved in every event since, with the exception of 1975 in Rome, Italy.
Austria,
Physics and psychology have been Austria's strengths in the halls of academia, but at the FISU Games, Austrians have excelled in athletics particularly. Back for more in this delegation are 2 of Australia's medalists from Chengdu, Isabel Posch and Magdalena Linder.
Azerbaijan, 9 medals at the last edition of Chengdu, representing their second best total of medals after 14 that they won in 2013. Didn't bring home a gold though for the first time in 5 editions. Watch out for rhythmic gymnastics for them.
Bangladesh contingent is 9 strong and aiming to capture the nation's first ever FISU Games summer medal. All attend the University of Dhaka, the country's oldest active institute of higher education.
Belgium are next up, a long-standing presence of the FISU World University Games, having debuted in 1959, 54 medals in that time. The last gold came back in 2015 when they won 3 of them, 2 in field events and 1 in Taekwondo. Just the 1 bronze medal last time out in Chengdu, that also came Taekwondo.
Here is Bhutan, and congratulations to Kingsley Wegamo and Arman Pradhan, the two athletes competing under this beautiful flag here. Both of them are badminton players and students at the Royal University of Bhutan, which was founded in 2003.
Bosnia and Herzegovina is next up, yet to win a medal at the FISU University Games as an independent nation. 10 athletes here in Germany across 3 sports. Half the team are competing in Taekwondo, 4 in Judo, 1 in athletics.
Athletics is the focus of the 6 athletes who have made the journey here from Botswana, and that's what you'd expect from a nation whose first Olympic title came in the men's 200 meters last summer in Paris. Look out for the sprinter Teshepeng Manyika, a law student at her second FISU Summer Games.
Brazil, a rich history of these games, debuting back in 1959 at the inaugural ones, and then in 1963 became the first non-European nation to host the event when Porto Alegre was nominated as a venue. Brazil has been an ever-presence at the games, except for 1977 in Sofia, and has won 200 medals, putting them 23rd on the all-time Summer Games medal table. Always a party with the yellow and green of Brazil.
To Bulgaria, both of its medals at the last FISU Games came in rhythmic gymnastics. Here, it has sent 14 athletes who will compete in 8 sports, including 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball, the first para-sport to be included at the FISU Summer Games.
Cambodia flag bearer Van Thuren, a badminton player, leads the Cambodians out into the arena. The Asian nation has sent 25 athletes to contest these games. The heart and dedication of this team is encapsulated by swimmer Sylvain Montrose, who gained national fame for his perseverance at the last Southeast Asian Games.
Absent from these games 2 years ago, the Canadians are making a grand return with a delegation more than 100 strong, flying the Maple Leaf in 9 sports. Canada collected 6 medals in 2019. Carrying the flag here are Paris Olympic swimmer Emma O'Kroinen and badminton player Victor Lai, who compete for universities on opposite sides of the country.
Please welcome the teams from Chile.
Chile, the next to come out, with well over 100 athletes having made the trip to Germany. It's comfortably the biggest delegation they've sent to a university summer games. Medals have been hard to come by, though, for the South American country. Just 1 silver and 2 bronze to their name. The latest medal coming in 2019 when Fernanda Aguirre won bronze in Taekwondo in the featherweight class.
The hosts 2 years ago, the Chinese racked up an incredible 103 gold medals in Chengdu and sit as the dominant world university sports nation. Its 120 athletes here include superstars in gymnastics, taekwondo, and athletics. This is touted as a young and relatively inexperienced team, but it does have its fair share of seasoned athletes, starting with the Olympic Taekwondo bronze medalist Liang Yushuai and Xu Heng, the Asian long jump champion.
Colombia, presenting a Colombian team nearly 5 times as large as the one that represented the nation 2 years ago. Colombia did not win a medal in Chengdu. So table tennis there, Alejandra Alzate finished 4th, and coincidentally she's back for a second chance. Costa Rica next up, relatively new to the FISU Summer Games. They send a team of 5 athletes here to Germany, 3 women and 2 men, participating in fencing, rhythmic gymnastics and table tennis. No medals yet for the Central American country at this level.
The compact Croatian team is comprised of 34 athletes who will contest medals in 7 sports. Zagreb hosted the FISU Games in 1987, and at the time it was the biggest sporting event that was ever held in the city. Now, coincidentally, just under half of this team attends the University of Zagreb.
Cyprus made their debut at the 1979 Games in Mexico City. They participated consistently since then. 18 medals, 3 of them gold, 5 silver and 10 bronze. Just 68th at the all-time table. 2 medals from Chengdu are back. Selina Kulichenko and Kyla Antonio in the women's high jump and the 1500-meter freestyle.
Czechia has won at least 1 gold at each of their 15 FISU Games appearances, and the nation had its best result this century 2 years ago, taking 4 titles. One of those came in men's basketball, and you have to consider them contenders for a repeat, given that they're returning 6 members of that golden team.
Denmark, another nation which appeared at the inaugural Games back in 1959. Their medal return has been modest, though, to this point, with 2 silvers and 6 bronze ones. 30 athletes have made the short trip to Germany.
75 athletes represent Ecuador here, a huge jump from 2 years ago when only 2 went to Chengdu. The increased presence is part of a concerted effort by the Ecuadorian Federation of University and Polytechnic Sports in collaboration with 60 Ecuadorian universities. Good luck to all of them.
Next up, Egypt. 26 athletes from the North African country competing here in Germany. Recent history sees them as a force in Taekwondo, having picked up 2 silvers in 2019, as well as 1 in 2017. 1 gold in their FISU Games history came in 2007 when Amer Sood won the men's 200-meter title on the track. Spain, a former host of the Games back in 1999 in Palma de Mallorca, sent a 150-strong delegation to Rhine-Ruhr. Medals have been hard to win over the recent editions. 2 bronze medals last time out in Chengdu in the women's team all-around in rhythmic gymnastics and the women's 53 kg Taekwondo class.
Very warm welcome, Team Estonia.
The Estonians have a long and distinguished history when it comes to this event, particularly in the field events in athletics, which account for the bulk of its 26 medals. No surprise then that this team has more members competing in that sport than in any other. A gold in the men's pole vault and 3 bronzes comprised at Finland's Hall from the last Games. One of those bronzes was won by the women's basketball team, and high hopes abound for the Finns in this tournament.
France, the 7th most successful nation in terms of medals at the FISU University Games, with a total of 723. Over 120 athletes here in Rhine-Ruhr looking to add their names to that list. 23 medals won at both the last 2 editions of this event. Watch out for their athletes on the fencing piste.
Gambia has made a name for itself in Taekwondo. partly thanks to its sole athlete here, Maria Marchlinski, a first-degree black belt and African Taekwondo Championships medalist. Maria says that she hopes her journey will inspire other young Gambian women to take up the martial arts.
Next out is the Great Britain and Northern Ireland team. Strong record of appearances at the FISU Summer Games. Recent history shows them strong in sports such as swimming and athletics. The team are around 130, looking to add to the medal haul, which currently stands at 293 in total, 15th best in the competition's history to date.
From Georgia,
Georgian athletes have proudly appeared at every FISU Summer Games since its inception in 1959, and more often than not, they have come away with medals. The Georgian entry list is concentrated around the sport that the country excels in. Judo, diving, and water polo make that list, as do swimming and taekwondo. Ghana has staked its fortunes in athletics, the sport where each of its 9 contestants will compete. 2 years removed from Rose Yeboah's high jump victory, West Africa's second most populous nation is hopeful for another golden result.
Guatemala has only been a member of FISU since 1989. Just the one athlete here, 18-year-old Ian Pablo Allen, competing in archery. He's got, 6 days to wait till he starts his competition and qualification rounds. Studies at the University of San Carlos of Guatemala in the capital, Guatemala City.
Guyana's sole entrant here is a Taekwondo athlete, Celie Peterson, who is currently studying for a master's in kinesiology at the University of Toronto. She is currently among the top 20 in the world in her sport.
Haiti has participated intermittently in the Universiade since the early 2000s, primarily competing in martial arts. That trend continues here with 9 of the 10 athletes here going in either Taekwondo or Judo. Only Isaac Benjamin breaks that mold. He goes in the sprints on the athletic track.
Hong Kong, China is coming off a FISU Games where it won almost half of its total 25 medals. That team called 3 golds in fencing, including from Kaylin Hai in women's épée, who is returning for these games. That's her carrying the flag.
A warm welcome to Honduras.
Honduras sent 2 athletes to the first ever FISU Games in 1959. It sent a further 5 delegations in the next 13 editions. Since 1995, they have had a presence at the Games. Just 1 gold medal to their name. Roland Palacios, the winner, when he won the men's 100 meters back in 2009. Hungary has been a consistent participant at the Summer Games since 1985. They hosted the event back in 1965, helping expand the event's profile, a moment celebrated in FISU's history. Watch out for them in the pool. They've had at least 1 water polo team on the podium at each of the last 5 editions of these games.
The main focus of this Indian team is athletics. Of the almost 300 athletes that they have sent here, about a third of them will be running or participating in field events. Their efforts yielded 4 bronzes in athletics last time, but stronger was the country's performance in archery, where they came away with 3 golds, 3 bronzes, and a silver. Archer Avneet Kaur is the only reigning champion in the delegation to return. there is a milestone in the making for Ireland as Adam Faulkner, Joe Sheard, Killian Kirby, and Ben Watson are poised to become the first table tennis players ever to represent the country at a FISU Summer Games.
Israel first participated in the Games back in 1973 in Moscow. Since then, the country has been a constant competitor at the event, earning medals across a variety of sports. The delegation this time round consists of 27 athletes, up from the 5 in Chengdu 2 years ago.
It has been a dozen years since Eddie Lovett won the U.S. Virgin Islands' only University Games medal with his victory in the 110-meter hurdles. Now chasing the claim to the territory's second medal, well, it's on. 4 athletes are proudly flying the colors of the islands here, taking part in fencing, swimming, and athletics.
Here are the athletes from Italy.
Italy, historically strong at the FISU Summer Games, host of the inaugural Games. They've hosted the Games a further 4 times, most recently in 2019 when Naples was the host city. Last time out 2 years ago, they finished with their highest ever medal count when they finished 4th in the final medal table with 55 medals, including 16 gold. Winners of the men's water polo at the last 2 editions. They'll be gunning for the hat-trick here in Germany.
Here is Team Japan.
Here comes Japan, traditionally one of the heaviest hitters at these games. The world's preeminent nation in men's gymnastics, the Japanese boast the last 2 Olympic all-around champions in Shinosuke Oka, who is carrying the flag here, and Daiki Hashimoto. Japan finished second to China in the Chengdu medal table 2 years ago, and that seems to have motivated them in making their selections. The team raked in 93 medals, including 21 golds last time, and their 250 athletes have the potential to do just as well, or maybe even better here.
Kazakhstan had an impressive Games in Chengdu 2 years ago. Their 93 competitors brought home 20 medals, including gold in the men's horizontal bar in artistic gymnastics and the women's 46 kilo in taekwondo. They're a rising presence in the Summer Games, which, combined with their establishment as a powerhouse in the winter editions, is making them a formidable force in FISU competitions.
Please welcome Kenya.
From sending just 3 athletes to Chengdu 2 years ago, Kenya is blooming here with a delegation of 23. The distance runner, Kelvin Chepsigor, is the only returner. He was 4th in the 10,000 meters 2 years ago, and he will have another chance to climb onto the podium here.
Kyrgyzstan has an evolving history at the FISU Summer Games, having participated in every summer edition since the 25th hosting of the event in 2009. In that time, they've won 2 medals, both of them bronze, both coming in the 5,000 meters. In 2015, Darya Maslova won the country's first in the women's event, and then Nursultan Kaneshbekov won bronze in the men's race back in 2021. 14 athletes represent them this year.
Here are the athletes from Republic of Korea.
The well-balanced Republic of Korea team earned 58 medals in 11 different sports in 2023, proving especially strong in archery and in taekwondo. About half of this 224-deep delegation studies at Korea National Sport University in Seoul, which tailors its offerings to the needs of amateur and professional athletes. Carrying the flag here, table tennis player Cho Dae-sung and fencer Jeon Ha-young.
Please welcome Team Kosovo.
Kosovo only officially joined FISU in 2017 and made its debut at the Summer Games in Naples 2 years later. Back then, it sent one athlete. They did not compete in Chengdu, but are back for a second appearance here in Germany. 4 athletes have travelled this time, 2 in judo, 2 in taekwondo.
Here are the athletes from Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia is represented here by 36 athletes. They are a nation still searching for their first FISU Summer Games medal, and should they obtain it here, it will come in either athletics, fencing, table tennis, badminton, or taekwondo.
People's Democratic Republic.
Laos, the People's Democratic Republic, is up next. Here they come, the first appearance at the Summer Games for Laos since 2007 when they sent 12 athletes to Bangkok. Just the one athlete competing here. That honour goes to Quinton Cesano Geoffrey, who is competing in the fencing in the sabre class, which starts tomorrow.
Our next country, the team from Latvia.
Welcome to Latvia, whose last FISU Summer Games medal was a bronze in taekwondo 6 years ago. Its 48 athletes here are mainly concentrating their energies on athletics, swimming, and basketball, where their men's team has drawn a lot of buzz in the run-up to these games.
Please welcome Libya.
Libya has been a member of FISU since 1979, but has intermittently sent delegations to the Summer Games. In Chengdu, they sent 4 male athletes, and here in Rhine-Ruhr, they send the same number, competing in tennis and table tennis.
Please welcome Lebanon.
Looking for its maiden medal is Lebanon, which comes in with a 38-member team competing in a variety of ball sports, as well as judo, taekwondo, swimming, and fencing. Leading the way for the Lebanese flag bearers, Leticia Oun, who was 5th at the Olympic Games in taekwondo last year.
Next up is Lithuania. Since 2011, this Baltic country has turned itself into a bit of a powerhouse at the FISU Games. Started in 2011 when they won 13 medals to finish 13th in the table. Watch out for their boats in the rowing regatta, their field athletes in the athletics, as well as their swimmers and judokas, and rising athletic sensation Mark Anthony Ibrahim.
To Luxembourg, the first country in the world to offer free public transport for everyone, is aiming to add to its collection of World University Games medals here. Luxembourg currently has 1 of each color, with 2 of the 3 coming 2 years ago. The 7 athletes here have several chances spread over athletics, fencing, gymnastics, and swimming.
Macau, China started competing in the FISU Summer Games in 1995 and have been consistently participating since then. It's 9 medals, that's only from Wushu, who stand out performances in 2017 and 2021. Sadly, no Wushu on the calendar for them at this edition, though.
A fixture at the FISU Summer Games since 1985, Malaysia did not win its first gold until Chengdu 2021, courtesy of the Wushu athlete Tammy Tan Hui Ling. Wushu isn't contested here, but badminton, where Malaysia won mixed team and mixed doubles bronze, is.
Well, next out into the field of play, Republic of Moldova, who began participating in the Summer Universiade in 1995 and has since earned a total of 27 medals. Recent highlights include 2 medals 2 years ago, silver in judo, bronze in rowing. By 2019, they won 2 golds in judo and men's javelin.
Logistics issues kept the Mexican athletes from traveling to China 2 years ago, but the country is poised for a triumphant return here. Historically terrific in diving, Mexican student athletes won 4 golds in the sport in 2019 and added 3 in athletics and 1 in archery.
Mongolia has a long history of competing at the Summer Games. First competed in 1965 at Budapest and has since participated in 22 Summer Universiades. Kazan in 2013 represented their best ever performance when they won 25 medals. Combat and strength disciplines dominate their medal history.
Welcome to Mali, where 4 Taekwondo athletes from 4 different universities are representing the Republic, which is Africa's 8th largest country.
Well, despite being one of the smaller nations in the world, Malta has been sending delegations to the FISU Summer Games since the first edition in 1959. They've not missed one since, but are not yet medalled either. 12 athletes have been selected to this team in athletics, badminton, tennis and judo.
Water is omnipresent in the Netherlands, so it shouldn't be shocking to learn that 5 of their 9 medals at the last World University Games came in rowing, including golds for the men's 8 and a silver for the women's 8. The Netherlands has retained 2 rowers from those boats, Kevin Lee Biashar and Nyanke van Heuvel. Tennis players Jolene Hiels and Taekwondo athlete Ayman Aknane have been selected as the flag bearers.
15 athletes make the trip from Nepal, all from the same university, Tribhuvan University in the capital, Kathmandu. It's the oldest and largest university in the country. The athletes are competing in 4 sports: Taekwondo, badminton, table tennis and athletics.
Please welcome the group of individual lucha athletes.
Here are the individual neutral athletes who will be competing at these World University Games. They are 58 in total. Nigeria has been part of the FISU Summer Games since 1959, and 16 athletes have made the trip for this edition. The nation left empty-handed 2 years ago, but it boasts a healthy 35 medals at past World University Games competitions. The majority of its competitors will do athletics, judo, or taekwondo.
Norway up next. It was here in 1989 at the 15th edition of the Summer Games that Norway sent their first mixed team to compete at the FISU Summer Games. 12 athletes on that occasion, a 6-6 split 36 years later, and 55 athletes, 26 men and 29 women will compete across a wide range of sports.
With just 5 million people, New Zealand is a nation that consistently punches above its weight in international sports competitions, and this event is no different. 83 athletes, including the national 400 meters record holder Lex Rebel-Lewis, will wear the silver fern, aiming to add to the 33 medals New Zealand has accumulated from past games.
The Oman flag next up on the big LED screen. The country's been a member of FISU since 2011 under the Oman Committee for University Sport. Their first appearance at the Games was in 2011. 20 athletes compete this time as the nation looks for its first FISU Games medal.
22 athletes will be vying to win Pakistan's first FISU Summer Games medal in one of 7 different sports. Most of them are based at one of the many fine universities in Lahore, the hub of education in Pakistan, which boasts more colleges and universities than anywhere else in the country.
Paraguay first sent athletes to the FISU Games back in 1983 in Edmonton, Canada. Sent athletes to every game since the turn of the century until Chengdu, where no one travelled. They return here with a team of 1 swimmer, Mateo Mapios, who participated in Paris last summer in the pool in the 200-meter individual medley. The Philippines debuted at the 5th edition of the Games in Tokyo in 1967, and since Shenzhen in 2011, They've been ever present. 2 gold, 3 silver and a bronze. Their medal haul from the 14 editions. They have attended.
Polish athletes captured 15 titles and finished 5th in the medal table at the last FISU Summer Games. In the all-time standings, Poland ranks 11th among the most successful nations with 110 gold medals. This delegation has 227 participants and could contend for titles in the pool, on the track, and on the volleyball courts.
Photo for Poland, but next up is Portugal, who have been almost never present at the FISU Games. This time around, 78 athletes travelled to Germany. Standout performance from 2 years ago is on the track, where João Coelho set a new FISU record in the 400 metres. He doesn't return to defend his title. Can any of the delegation find a performance to equal that this time round? Portugal celebrating. Looks like we've got a bit of a backlog on the runways here. Everyone enjoying the moment. The infamous selfies. Prerequisite of any opening ceremony.
You have to do it.
Been pretty smooth, we're just over halfway.
Here comes Qatar, where a rising generation of university athletes is represented here by 7 young competitors who will take part in tennis, table tennis, taekwondo, and fencing. Now, the stated Qatari goals here are less about medals and more about international exposure for its student athletes and the strength and confidence and competitive spirit that comes with.
Romania have an excellent record at the FISU Games. 426 medals won over the course of the 32 editions, puts them comfortably 9th in the all-time medal table. The likes of Nadia Comaneci, who won 4 golds back in 1981, have graced the FISU Games. This time, 63 athletes will fire mad for the tally here in Germany.
Enthusiastic sports people, no matter what the game, South African swimmers delivered 7 medals 2 years ago, but its 2 titles came on the track, courtesy of Marli Viljoen's victory in the women's 400 meters and Sebo Matsoso's gold in the men's 200. Viljoen is back for more, and look out too for South Africa's 4x100 meters teams and how they fare as well in wheelchair basketball.
Please welcome Senegal.
Senegal are next down, and while they may not have the biggest delegation here in Germany, they have been and ever present at these games since Zagreb in 1987. This time round, 5 men and 3 women will take part, all of them competing in athletics. They'll be looking to add to the 9 medals that Senegal has won at the FISU Games.
Singapore's lone medal at the Games 2 years ago was a silver in wushu, which brought the nation's total to 3, all of them silver or bronze. This time around, 66 athletes are poised to participate in 10 sports. Mostly they are based in Singapore, but this delegation does include several studying abroad at the Hungarian University of Sports Science, King's College London, and many others.
Sierra Leone is still, this is the 5th consecutive game that the country has sent a delegation. It's their 15th appearance at the Games. Their solo medal success came back in Sheffield, England in 1981 when their men's 4x100-metre relay team took silver on the track. 14 athletes represent their country here in Germany, 11 on the track, 3 in the pool, and they all come from the same university, the University of Sierra Leone in Freetown, the capital.
Feel the love for Slovenia, the 16th strongest nation in the all-time medal table, but one that took no medals in 2023. 58 athletes are here, and they will be trying to get their nation's groove back, climbing onto the podiums.
San Marino, a 12th appearance at the FISU Games for Europe's smallest democratic nation. 2 athletes compete here, both in archery, as they go in search of San Marino's first medal on this stage. If they happen to win the gold, don't expect anything at the medal ceremony. San Marino, one of 4 nations in the world that has no words to their national anthem.
The easternmost country in continental Africa, Somalia's anthem is actually called Every Nation Has Its Own Flag. But their student athletes here are very proud to compete for the White Star with its blue background. They call Sri Lanka the pearl of the Indian Ocean. Its 25 athletes have come to compete and exchange in athletics, badminton, tennis, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, and rowing. Now, Sri Lanka has never won a World University Games medal, but in the land of serendipity, anything feels possible.
Well, next up is Sao Tome and Principe, and this, I believe, is a debut for the country at the FISU Summer Games. So what a proud moment for the delegation representing their country with pride. Switzerland have only missed 1 FISU Games. They consistently send one of the largest delegations, and this year is no exception. 78 athletes have made the short trip north to Germany. 7 medals collected 2 years ago in China, from their total over the years to 58. The Swiss flag, one of only 2 square flags in the world. The other belongs to the Vatican City.
Hanna Brzalova is Slovakia's only returning medalist from Chengdu, having earned silver with 2 of her teammates in the 20-meter race walking event in Chengdu. It is one of 3 medals earned by athletics athletes from Slovakia 2 years ago.
Sweden has been an ever present since Mexico City hosted the Games back in 1979. A much smaller delegation 2 years ago in Chengdu of only 13 athletes, but 50 have travelled to Rhine Ruhr for these games. Swimming, athletics and fencing are where most of the team is competing.
The United Republic of Tanzania is known for the vast expanses of wilderness in its territory, but also for its Great Lakes. We'll have to wait to discover what great leaps its athletes can make on the fields of play. And here is Thailand, outstanding when it comes to Taekwondo. 4 of its 12 medals 2 years ago stemmed from the martial art, and the nation boasts Chengdu gold medalist Sasikarn Tongchen as one of the aces of this delegation.
Tajikistan, this landlocked Asian country, first made its FISU debut back in 1995 in Fukuoka. All of the 5 medals it has won at the Games came in 2013. In belt wrestling and sambo, the 8 athletes here in Germany represent the 2nd largest delegation they've sent to the Games. They'll be competing in archery, athletics and judo.
Just shy of 200 athletes represent Chinese Taipei, 8th in the medal table 2 years ago. Chinese Taipei cleaned up in Chengdu with 5 golds in tennis, winning all the doubles and ranking 1st in the men's and women's team events. Paris Olympian Chen Yiteng, a fencer, is one of 3 flag bearers listed. The others are fencer Chen Qiqie and tennis player Yang Yayi.
Please welcome Tunisia.
Next up is Tunisia. This is Tunisia's first appearance in the FISU Summer Games since 2015 in Guangzhou. The delegation of 3 athletes, all of whom are competing in Taekwondo, is their largest in the last 8 editions that they have sent the team.
And here is the team from Turkey.
A competitor at these games only since 1985, Turkey has made up for lost time by way of stellar performances. The 6th strongest nation 2 years ago, Turkey was transcendent in athletics, which provided 8 of its 11 gold medals and more than half of its 35 medal total.
Please welcome United Arab Emirates.
Next up is the United Arab Emirates. The UAE first competed at the FISU Games back in 1984. Before returning a decade later. 2 years ago, 3 athletes were sent. This time, just one 800-meter runner. Hamed Ali Ahai flies the flag for his nation here in Rhine Ruhr.
The Ugandans number 36 here, and they will be competing in swimming, badminton, tennis, and table tennis, but primarily athletics, where Dismas Yeko became a national hero 2 years ago after taking the men's 10,000-meter title.
Well, since its debut in 1995 in Fukuoka, Ukraine has grown into a major competitor at the FISU Games, a staggering 15 medals on debut in Japan. The Ukrainian athletes in the 30 years that they have competed have won a staggering 557 medals, placing them 8th on the all-time medal table. 110 athletes here, but that total is sure to grow over the next 12 days.
Please welcome United States of America.
Here comes the United States, second in the all-time medal table behind China. The USA is coming off a modest performance in Chengdu 2 years ago, where Jackson Jones's gold in the 200-meter backstroke in the pool was its sole title. But it has one of the largest delegations here, 324 athletes to be exact, and the USA is living up to the all-in mentality of these games.
There we can see the mascot for these games, Wanda, taking its inspiration from a peregrine falcon, standing in the middle of the stage that the athletes come across. Well, the US, looks like most of that 385 athletes are here at the opening ceremony. They're still coming out of the tunnel away to the right-hand side, and they, in the running order, they have been given a little extra time. I'm not sure 1 minute and 10 seconds is enough to get 385 athletes out. I may be wrong, but we'll see. But while US come out of the right-hand tunnel, out of the left-hand tunnel, Uzbekistan, another nation that only made its debut as recently as 1995. In the intervening 30 years, Uzbek athletes have won 53 medals, including 9 golds, that puts them 49th on the all-time table. Combat sports such as judo and taekwondo have been traditionally strong for them, but so has sports such as tennis.
And now welcome
Vietnamese athletes won 3 bronze medals 2 years ago with a delegation of only 7. This time around, 4 women are leading the charge, all of them competing in athletics.
Zambia's involvement in the FISU Games has been consistent but modest. The delegation of 16 is the country's largest since they debuted in Mexico City back in 1979. The majority of the team are competing in athletics, with badminton, table tennis and tennis, the other sports.
And then, a warm welcome to Zimbabwe.
Team Zimbabwe is being treated to a very warm ovation from the crowd in this arena. They are a team of only 4. The African nation will contend in swimming and tennis as it attempts to win its first FISU World University Games medal.
Teams finding out leaves just one more.
I wonder who that could be.
There is Wanda. Just waiting for the last of the teams that have been presented so far to leave the field of play. Our final team are introduced.
Was für wunderschöne Bilder. Aber leider können nicht alle heute hier bei uns im Stadion sein, aber alle gehören dazu. So wie die Sportlerinnen und Sportler, die 600 Kilometer weiter von uns in Berlin im Schwimmen, Wasserspringen und Volleyball um Medaillen kämpfen werden. Not everyone can be here in the stadium today, but they are all part of it. Just like all the athletes who will be competing for medals in swimming, diving and volleyball 600 kilometers away in Berlin. Berlin, ihr seid Teil dieser Show.
We mentioned
Berlin,
earlier that this is taking part in 6 cities. The 6th one, which is not in this area, is Berlin. And there are the athletes in Berlin enjoying the opening ceremony. Those pictures being beamed on the big LED screen here in the stadium. And a warm round of applause from the athletes and fans gathered here in Duisburg.
In Berlin wird gefeiert. Duisburg, seid ihr da? Hier im Stadion über 20.000, in Berlin über 1.000 Sportlerinnen und Sportler. Und jetzt noch einmal alle zusammen, Berlin und Duisburg. Here the stadium over 20,000 people, in Berlin over 1,000. So we say hello to everyone. Einen großen Applaus, a huge applause in Duisburg und Berlin. Meine Damen und Herren, und jetzt, Sie trainieren vor unserer Haustür und Sie kämpfen für ganz Deutschland. Das ganze Land drückt euch die Daumen, begleitet von unserer Band Querbeet mit Eisbären. They train on your doorstep and fight for the whole country of Germany. Our country, we all stand behind you. Accompanied by our band Querbeet with Eisbären. Welcome. Here is Team Deutschland!
There is just one nation to enter the stadium, and of course it is our host, Germany.
Lass uns heute Ehren drehen, bis das Licht angeht. Und sind wir beide kein Vielleicht mehr, nicht mehr einsam wie ein Eisbär. Da will ich mit dir Ehren drehen, bis das Licht angeht. Ich raff mich auf mich zu, scheiß auf meinen Monday Blues. Ich sag es wie es ist, ich wollte dich vergessen, aber es auch versucht. Doch die Gedanken zu vertrauen. Denn bei jedem Wiedersehen könnte es eigentlich
carpet for its guests at these World University Games, but it certainly intends to show everyone what its student athletes are capable of. With 305 athletes, it is the largest team Germany has ever assembled for a World University Games, and the nation will be represented in all 18 sports here.
Das Licht angeht, bis das Licht angeht.
The host nation, who are being serenaded by Queerby with their second song of the evening. All eyes will be on Antonio Kinsel, the defending champion of women's discus. Elisa Mebius, a 3-on-3 basketball star. All eyes right now focused on the wheelchair basketball player Tom Siebold, martial artist Anya Kiskal, and world tennis and taekwondo from the last FISU Games.
Es war bis jetzt so viel zu viel vielleicht. Was hast du mit der Zeit gemacht? Fühl mich so als wäre ich
I always wonder, how big will the host game bounce be at these Derby?
Uns sind wir beide kein Vielleicht mehr. Nicht mehr einsam wie ein Eisberg. Da will ich mit dir irgendwo bis das Licht angeht. Bis das Licht angeht.
So many special things have been put in place for this World University Games. The hopes of the nation rest on these athletes.
The nations. And now, as the athletes try and take their seats, we now move on to this big picture transition. Fair play and peace.
Im Miteinander, im Fairplay, im Respekt liegt ihre wahre Kraft. Denn wer gemeinsam spielt und lernt, begegnet sich. Und wer sich begegnet, kann Frieden schaffen. Sport is more than competition. Science is more than the exchange of facts and figures. Sport and science bring us together across languages, borders, and stories. In fair play, in respect, in unity, that's where the true power lies. Because those who play and learn together meet each other. And in meeting, there is the chance for peace. Wir sind alle gleich. Wir müssen menschlich sein. Seid Menschen. We are all as one. We are all human. So be human.
Quotes from Margot Friedlander. People must be human. Be human.
The human rights advocate and activist and public speaker who passed away at the age of 103 in May. She is remembered here. A tireless advocate for peace. And this Games is a Games that has been linked with peace since its inception. For the students of the world predates even the founding of the International University Sports Federation, or FISU, back in 1949. As early as the 18th century, there were calls for such events, often for peace advocates who espoused the still current idea that by reaching for gold, you can also reach for a better world.
Ein starkes Symbol, das ganz besonders für Einheit steht. Getragen von 8 Athletinnen und Athleten aus ganz Deutschland. Die deutsche Flagge, begleitet von Miranda Wilson an der Violine. A strong symbol that stands for unity, carried by 8 athletes from all over Germany. The German flag, accompanied by Miranda Wilson on the violin.
Be accompanied by music by Miranda Wilson, a violinist, but also a badminton player who will be competing here at these games. What an amazing performance from Miranda Wilson.
Ein Gefühl der Identität. Ein Moment
the WDR Funkhouse Orchestra, accompanied by the North Rhine-Westphalia Choir.
Die deutsche Flagge wird gehisst, begleitet von unserer Hymne. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben Sie sich, falls es für Sie möglich ist. A sense of identity, a moment of unity, a moment to reflect. The German flag is raised, accompanied by the anthem of Germany. Please raise if you are able. Meine Damen und Herren, Ladies and Gentlemen, die deutsche Nationalhymne. Und nun, meine Damen und Herren, eine Videobotschaft von 3 Menschen, die für diesen Moment seit Jahren brennen. So here's a video message from 3 people who are passionate about this moment for years. Herzlich willkommen, a warm welcome, Niklas Berger, OC President and CEO of the Rhine-Ruhr 2025 FISO Games. The beach volleyball player and chairwoman of the Board of Trustees, die Vorsitzende des Kuratoriums, Carla Borger. The student board member of the German University Sports Federation, das studentische Vorstandsmitglied des Allgemeinen Deutschen Hochschulsportverbandes, Svea
And now a moment to recognize the organizing committee, represented here by its president Niklas Borger, CEO of the Rhine-Ruhr.
Herzlich willkommen zu den Rhine-Ruhr
FISO
2025 FISO World University Games. 12 Tage voller Sport, Leidenschaft und Begegnung. Die Bühne gehört euch, den besten studentischen Athletinnen und Athleten der Welt.
Diese Spiele sind mehr als ein Wettkampf. Sie sind Bühne, Sprungbrett, ein Ort für Mut, Talent und unvergessliche Momente. Hier zählt mehr als Gold und Silber. Es geht um Fairness, Respekt und Miteinander.
8.500 Athletinnen und Athleten sowie Offizielle tragen die Farben ihrer Nation und den Spirit ihrer Hochschulen. Orte für Wissen, Fortschritt und Zukunft. Sie vertreten nicht nur ihre Nation, sondern auch ihre Hochschulen. Diese Verbindung weit über den reinen Sport hinaus fördert Exzellenz und Innovation und ist ein unverzichtbarer Antrieb für den Fortschritt unserer Gesellschaft.
Viele der Gesichter, die wir in diesen Tagen sehen, werden die Sportwelt auf Jahre prägen. Sie sind auch Vorbilder für Leistungsbereitschaft. Sie vereinen sportlichen Ehrgeiz mit akademischem Erfolg. Genau diese Haltung ist wichtig für unsere Gesellschaft. Sie stehen für das, was unsere Welt jetzt braucht. Einsatz, Leidenschaft und den Willen, über sich hinauszuwachsen. Gemeinsam.
Die Rhein-Ruhr-Region und die World University Games, das ist ein perfektes Match. Eine Region im Wandel, von der Industrie zur Metropolregion für Wissenschaft, Wirtschaft und Kultur. Ein echter Melting Pot, ein Schmelztiegel von Kulturen und Persönlichkeiten. Vergangenheit trifft auf Zukunft, Tradition auf Innovation. und dank der hervorragenden sportlichen Infrastruktur wird die ganze Region zum Spielfeld.
Und natürlich gehört auch die Hauptstadt Berlin dazu. Sie steht für Weltoffenheit und Internationalität. Gemeinsam zeigen wir, Deutschland ist Gastgeber mit Herz, Qualität und Vielfalt.
Die FISU Games setzen auf Nachhaltigkeit. Ökologisch, ökonomisch und sozial. Immer mit großer Hebelwirkung und stets glaubwürdig. Die Transformation des Ruhrgebiets ist beispiellos. Das alte Grau verschwindet und die Region blüht neu auf. Essentieller Bestandteil unseres Konzepts ist daher die Nachhaltigkeit, wobei wir uns an ökologischen und sozialen Standards orientieren, die weit über die reine Nutzung bestehender Sportstätten hinausgeht. Die Organisation einer Veranstaltung dieser Größenordnung bringt Verantwortung mit sich. Wir nutzen bestehende Strukturen, schonen Ressourcen und wollen Vorbild sein für verantwortungsvolle Großsportveranstaltungen. Ein leuchtendes Beispiel für zukunftsorientierte Spiele.
Sport verbindet über Grenzen, Kulturen und Identitäten hinweg. Gerade jetzt setzen wir gemeinsam ein Zeichen für Toleranz, Respekt und Offenheit. Diese Spiele sind mehr als ein Event. Sie sind unsere gemeinsame friedliche Botschaft.
Unser Team und viele tausend Helferinnen und Helfer haben mit viel Leidenschaft dafür gesorgt, dass diese Spiele etwas ganz Besonderes werden. Ein Festival aus Sport, Wissenschaft und Kultur. Ihr seid die Hauptdarsteller. Wir jubeln euch zu, wir fiebern mit euch mit. Doch euer größter Gewinn wird nicht in Goldmedaillen gemessen, sondern in den Begegnungen, Freundschaften und Erinnerungen, die für ewig bleiben. The stage is set. Jetzt liegt es an euch. Macht es zu euren Spielen. Wachst über euch hinaus. Zeigt euch vielfältig, laut, mutig und seid vor allem immer all in.
Now we move on to the cultural special part one. Sobel Montes, born in North Rhine-Westphalia, performs with the WDR Funkhaus Orchestra as the 5 cities in the Rhine-Ruhr area, along with Berlin, are introduced.
And now we are ready for emotions with
rap and
beat.
pop.
He comes from
His
Bielefeld.
2021 song Up and
He has
Down.
taken the whole of Germany by storm. He even makes
His
Anek
second song
look
will be
sexy.
Dance Away.
Ladies and gentlemen, meine Damen und Herren, willkommen, welcome, Montes!
Wenn du wach wirst und sag mir, wie letzte Nacht war. Ich will, dass du neben mir aufwachst und der Sex ist so laut für Nachbarn. Ja, ich weiß, dass die letzte Zeit zwischen uns immer nur ein Auf und Ab war. Hier ein Song für dich, den ich mir gerade ausgedacht hab. Und der geht: Ruf mich nicht an, wenn du wach bist und sag mir, wie letzte Nacht war. Ich will, dass du neben mir aufwachst und der Sex ist so laut für Nachbarn. Ja, ich weiß, dass die letzte Zeit zwischen uns immer nur ein Auf und Ab war. Hier ein Song für dich, den ich mir gerade ausgedacht hab. Hey ja, erzähl mir keine Storys über letzte Nacht, wenn du doch die Hälfte schon vergessen hast. Sag mir, Babe, wie lange hält dein Lächeln an? Glaubst du, du verlierst es, wenn du mit mir bist? Baby, komm, erzähl mir, bevor du Angst hast. Und ich leg uns 10er Glas in den Wandschrank. Ja, ich weiß, es läuft grad so mittelmäßig. Vielleicht bist du enttäuscht, aber bitte geh nicht. Ruf mich dich an, wenn du wach bist und sag mir, wie letzte Nacht war. Hey ja, ich will, dass du neben mir aufwachst und das Sex ist so laut für Nachbarn. Ja, ich weiß, dass die letzte Zeit zwischen uns immer nur ein Auf und Ab war. Hier ein Song für dich, den ich mir gerade ausgedacht hab. Hey ja, ich will keine Herzen, wenn du feiern bist. Ich weiß auch, dass du nicht alleine bist. Du sagst immer, ich hab keine Zeit für dich. Es ist kurz vor 4 und du bist nicht hier. Hey, komm, erzähl mir, bevor du wegrennst. Ich spür deine Liebe nicht durch die Webcam. Ja, ich weiß, es läuft grad so mittelmäßig. Vielleicht bist du enttäuscht, aber bitte geh nicht. Ruf mich nicht an, wenn du wach bist und sag mir, wie letzte Nacht war. Ich will, dass du neben mir aufwachst und der Sex ist zu laut für Nachbarn. Ja, ich weiß, dass die letzte Zeit zwischen uns nur auf und ab war. Hier ein Song für dich, den ich mir gerade ausgedacht hab. Und der geht: Ruf mich nicht an, wenn du wach bist und sag mir, wie letzte Nacht war. Hey, ja, ich will, dass du neben mir aufwachst und der Sex ist zu laut für Nachbarn. Ja, ich weiß, dass die letzte Zeit zwischen uns immer nur auf und ab war. Hier ein Song für dich, den ich mir gerade ausgedacht hab. Hey, ja, was geht ab, Duisburg, ein wunderschönen guten Abend. Aber ein Riesenapplaus für das WDR Funkorchester. Vielen Dank. Was geht ab? Geht's euch gut? Kann ich euch einmal richtig so laut hören? Ich glaube, das geht noch lauter, oder? Kann ich euch einmal richtig laut hören, Duisburg? Okay. Jetzt kann ich euch hören. Leute, ich habe noch einen zweiten Song dabei und der hätte nicht besser passen können heute. Der ist auch erst seit einer Woche draußen. Und heute hat es den ganzen Tag geregnet. Ihr seht, es ist noch alles nass. Aber dieser Song heißt Wir tanzen den Regen weg und den habe ich noch nie mit einem Orchester gespielt. Let's go. Kann man manchmal etwas sehen, was man sonst nicht sieht. Und es lohnt sich doch zu kämpfen, wie schwer es auch ist. Und ich merk grad in so Momenten, dass alles möglich ist. Ja, vielleicht kommen wir nicht mehr so jung zusammen. Vielleicht ist dieser Tag hier für immer. Vielleicht fliegen wir zum Mond irgendwann. Wie hat das alles bis jetzt in ein Leben gepasst? Wir müssen nie mehr weinen, wir haben schon Tränen gelacht und auch schon 1000-mal das Beste draus gemacht. Ja, wir tanzen den Regen weg, tanzen den Regen weg. Kannst du sehen, kannst du fühlen, wie das Leben schmeckt? Wir tanzen den Regen weg, tanzen den Regen weg. Wir sind groß heute und wir stehen die Tränen weg. Wir tanzen den Regen weg. Tanzen den Regen weg. Kannst du sehen, kannst du fühlen, wie das Leben schmeckt. Wir tanzen den Regen weg. Wenn das mein allerletzter Tag auf dieser Erde wäre, wäre das hier das allerletzte Lied, das ich euch höre. Ich würde die Sonne noch küssen, den Regen umarmen, hebe mein Glas. Fuck, wie viele Fehler das waren. Lass uns so tun, als gäbe es ab morgen keine Musik. Dann haben wir uns ein letztes Mal zusammen heiser geschrien. Wir warten schon ein ganzes Leben auf den einen Moment. Und ganz egal, wie tief die Wolken noch hängen, wir tanzen den Regen weg, tanzen den Regen weg. Kannst du sehen, kannst du fühlen, wie das Leben schmeckt. Wir tanzen den Regen weg, tanzen den Regen weg. Wir sind groß heute, wir stehen die Tränen weg. Wir tanzen den Regen weg. Wir tanzen den Regen weg. Kannst du sehen, kannst du fühlen, wie das Leben schmeckt. Wenn die Sonne wieder aufgeht, sich die Wolken verziehen, kann man manchmal etwas sehen, was man sonst nicht sieht. Und es lohnt sich doch zu kämpfen, wie schwer es auch ist. Und ich merk grad in so Momenten, dass alles möglich ist. Wir Wir tanzen den Regen weg, tanzen den Regen weg. Kannst du sehen, kannst du fühlen, wie das Leben schmeckt. Wir tanzen den Regen weg, tanzen den Regen weg. Wir sind groß, heute bestehen die Tränen weg. Wir tanzen den Regen weg. Wir tanzen den Regen weg. Kannst du sehen, kannst du fühlen, wie das Leben schmeckt. Wir tanzen den Regen weg. Wir tanzen den Regen weg. Wir sind groß, heute bestehen die Tränen weg. Wir tanzen den Regen weg. Vielen, 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 vielen Dank.
Montez wowing the assembled crowd with his two songs.
Und jetzt 2 Stimmen mit Verantwortung für Studierende weltweit und für ein ganzes Land. Der Präsident des Internationalen Verbandes.
In just a few moments, we will be hearing from FISU President Leons Eder, a renowned people person. He was elected unanimously in 2023 to head the organization that puts on the World University Games.
Leons Eder, Federal Minister, Labor and Social Affairs, Bärbel Bass. Sie werden begleitet kommen einmal Carla Borger, Svea Thompson and Niklas Burger.
Accompanying him, Bärbel Bass, the Federal Minister of Labor and Social Affairs of Germany.
Dear student athletes here in Duisburg and also in Berlin, where you are joining us live. Today is your day. We are celebrating the opening of the Rhine-Ruhr 2025 FISU Games, your games in which you will not only meet on the competition venues, but hopefully also off the field of play. Our hopes rest on you, the future decision makers in all areas of social life, on you, the leaders of tomorrow, especially now in a world that is so divided. Let us never give up the hope and the belief that sport unites, that university sport can build bridges today and in the future. I personally and the entire FISU family have great faith in you, dear student athletes, here and in Berlin, but also the ones who cannot join us here today. I wish you every success at the competitions, unforgettable experiences, and valuable encounters during these 12 days in Germany. Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren aus allen Ebenen der Politik Deutschlands, geschätzte Mitarbeitende des Organisationskomitees und des Allgemeinen Deutschen Hochschulsportverbandes, liebe Volunteers, Ihnen allen und vielen mehr gebührt ein riesiges Dankeschön, dass wir uns heute an diesem Ort begegnen dürfen, in welchem bereits die Eröffnungsfeier für die Universiade 1989 stattgefunden hat. Sie haben während der schwierigen Corona-Zeit den Mut gehabt, in der schwierigen Corona-Zeit haben Sie alle den Mut gehabt und dafür gesorgt, dass die FISU 2025 World University Games jetzt in Deutschland stattfinden können. Sie haben dafür große Herausforderungen gemeistert und dafür bin ich Ihnen von Herzen dankbar. The Rhine-Ruhr 2025 FISU World University Games offer much more than competition. They give us all a platform for the values that are of central importance to FISU: friendship, respect, tolerance, fairness, and excellence in mind and body. The strengthening of sport and education the promotion of international exchange among students to overcome cultural differences, but also values such as sustainability, equal opportunities and inclusion are lived here these days and must be further promoted. Let us be a shining example of this. To conclude, dear student athletes, ladies and gentlemen, the FISU World University Games 2025 want to contribute positively to a world too often characterized by conflicts and tensions. We want to strengthen the dialogue between cultures and set an example for peace and cooperation. Let's do this on and off the pitch. Thank you very much.
Meine Damen und Herren, ladies and gentlemen, das Wort hat Bärbel Bas.
I declare the Rhine-Ruhr 2025 FISU World University Games open! You're welcome! Good luck!
Talk about starting with a bang.
So now we move on to the second part of the cultural. The introduction of the sports, 19 in total. 15 court sports, the 3 optional sports, the rowing, beach volleyball and 3x3 basketball, and for the first time, 3x3 wheelchair basketball. This video is played, after which each of the 19 sports will be presented rhythmically with a dance representation of each sport. Dance uses urban hip-hop, thumping, popping, house and breaking. Movements designed to capture typical gestures and movements in each sport. The starting point is a solo performance by rhythmic gymnastics with a band in the arena's infield. With precise throws, breathtaking flexibility and dance-like expression, the athlete merges with the music into a dynamic unity, gripping powerful and poetic at the same time.
From all directions, in all disciplines, with one goal, to give everything. This is what the 18 sports of the Rhine-Ruhr 2025 FISU Games stand for. You can now experience one that conveys this spirit in a breathtaking way. Welcome, herzlich willkommen, Hanna Fester, und im Anschluss, followed by Area UDC and friends from the region, unsere Tänzer und Freunde aus der Region.
Welcome to the show, let everybody know. When I'm playing the game, I'll break out of the chains. You better buckle up, I'll pour another cup. This is my boy, so drink it up, my friend. Let me tell you a tale about life, but the good and the bad, better hold on tight. Who decides what's wrong, what's right? Everything is balanced, everything's light. I got so much on my mind, and I've been awake all night. I'm so pumped, I'm so psyched, it's bigger than me. I'm getting so hyped like, oh, let me taste the lows and highs. Let me feel that burning fright. This story is my truth.
gymnast Hanna Wiesner of Hungary, who will be in action at these World University Games.
My makeup, face fake, get your bake up. Fake bluff, fake tough. Put your six up for the princess. Rates up, jigs up, put your dicks up, put your sticks up. They suck, that's tough. Pay up, get your rates up for the princess.
Get bigger, big campaign strong, so my flows get sicker. Confidence bigger than a drunk ass nigga. Look, I'ma work graveyard shifts. 529, not a 925. So she might end up in a graveyard quick. She dead inside, but she gotta provide. But my father got a brand new kidney. While I'm out here hanging with Whitney, I'm guilty, need whiskey, but she a stuck up chick like Whitley. Look, so many paths, don't know which one. Peter picked the pepper, but I can't pick one. Niggas get grown, but they mind so young, so me can't fuck with you, but me can't go right.
I just wanna run away. I'm feeling like I'm in a maze. I'm trapped in, I'm wilding out. I'm trying to find me a bigger route. Say, I just wanna run away. I'm feeling like I'm in a maze. The same old things, like every day. I'm getting tired of everything.
Hanna Wiesner, Area UDC and friends, thank you so much.
So as the dancers leave the stage, we get a chance to introduce our next performer, Liva, a German singer-musician who grew up in the Ruhr region, studied in the host city of Bochum, considered the voice of the modern Ruhr region. Performances Visually charged with atmospheric effects for real-time camera image, reflections, glitches and visual echoes distort the live image and reveal her inner drama. In part one, she performed 2 songs for us along with the Funkhouse Orchestra, Weifacher and Wie.
Diese Nächte, die Musik viel zu laut. Hab dich nie gehört, aber gelacht. Ich weiß, du mochtest das auch. Hielt mich an dir fest, weil ich niemandem vertrau. Hab dich geliebt, du mich auch, ja, ich weiß das. Aber Liebe ist eigentlich einfach. Würd gern bei dir sein, im Auto nur zu zweit. Vergiss nie deinen Namen, doch wie deine Stimme klang. Würde gern zurück, Babe. Irgendwie fehlt ein Stück, Babe. Irgendwie fehlt ein. Ich schreib dieses Lied, bin irgendein Beifahrer von irgendeinem Typ. Kenne nur seinen Namen, kommst du damit klar? Dass das mit uns nicht war. Oder hast du schon wen Neues als dein Beifahrer? Mit wem fährst du jetzt? Weiß sie, dass sie mich ersetzt. Du weißt, wie es mich verletzt. Auch wenn ich nicht allein fahr, fühle ich mich einsam. Ich kann diese Straßen nicht mehr sehen, weil es leuchtet immer nur in deinen Namen. Und es tut mir weh, ich weiß, du fehlst. Und du liebst mich ganz, lüg mich an, sag du bleibst. Ich schreib dieses Lied, bin irgendein Beifahrer von irgendeinem Typ. Kenne nur seinen Namen, kommst du damit klar? Dass das mit uns nicht war. Oder hast du schon wen Neues als dein Beifahrer? Würd gern bei dir sein, im Auto nur zu zweit. Vergiss nie deinen Namen, doch wie deine Stimme klang. Würde gern zurück, Babe. Irgendwie fehlt ein Stück, Babe. Irgendwie fehlt ein. Ich schreib dieses Lied, bin irgendein Beifahrer von irgendeinem Typ. Kenne nur seinen Namen, kommst du damit klar? Dass das mit uns nichts war. Oder hast du schon wen Neues?
Dankeschön. Hallo World University Games, wie geht's euch? Mein Name ist Ayneva und ich freue mich so doll hier zu sein. Ich wünsche euch ganz, ganz viel Spaß mit den nächsten Songs heute Abend. Es wird so toll. Viel Spaß.
Halt mich fest, geh nicht weg. Ich weiß nicht, wie man lebt ohne dich, begreif's nicht. Ich wein, ich will, dass es uns noch. Zieh mich an, für dich aus, für dich geh, für dich lauf, für dich dreh. Alles um mich herum, damit du bei mir bleibst. Doch es reicht, wenn du sprichst, aber meins ist nicht frag mich was. Sag mir würde gerne gehen, aber weiß nicht wie wenn ich dich lieb. Ich will nicht gehen, weil ich weiß nicht. Ich will nur noch einmal weinen in meinem roten Kleid und du sagst, es geht vorbei, aber wie?
Dankeschön.
Ein großes Dankeschön an Eile. Leistung, Bildung, Freundschaft. Dafür steht diese Flagge. Und jetzt wird sie
Aligo will be back a little later on for a second set.
Performance, education, friendship. That's what this flag stands for. Now it is being carried.
Now entering the stadium, the FISU flag. It will be ported by several rising stars in German sport who have been identified for their promise and their leadership and named ambassadors for this event. And once again, the procession will be accompanied musically by the violinist and student athlete Miranda Wilson.
Ein Zeichen für die Kraft von Sport und Bildung, für Einheit und Fairplay. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte.
We will shortly be hearing the FISU anthem, Gaudeamus Igitur, performed by the WDR Funkhaus Orchestra, together with the choirs from North Rhine-Westphalia.
For the FISU, here is the anthem that unites. Ladies and gentlemen, meine Damen und Herren, Gaudeamus Igitur. Und jetzt ein Moment, der uns alle anmacht. Wir begrüßen IU, Athletin aus Deutschland und der internationale Technical Official, Jeje Kabet, Rollstuhl-Basketball-Schiedsrichter aus Zürich. Sie sprechen Ihnen stellvertretend, doch gemeint sind wir alle. Der Eid auf Fairness, Respekt und Zusammenhalt, auf den Sport, für den die FISU World University Games steht. Für Werte, die uns alle leiten soll. Now a moment that concerns us all. I, Yu Zhu, athlete from Germany and the international technical official and 3x3 wheelchair basketball referee, Yeye Kabet. We all do the oath of fairness, respect and cohesion to the sport that the FISO World University Games stands for values that should guide us all.
On behalf of all the student athletes, I promise that we shall take part in the FISO World University Games, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern it, committing to a sport without doping and without drugs, in the true spirit of sportsmanship, fair play, for the glory, for the honor of our teams, and for the achievement of international university sport movement. Thank you.
In the name of all the technical officials, I promise that we shall officiate in the FISO World University Games with complete impartiality, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern it, in true spirit of fair play.
Next up, Ailiva is scheduled to return to the FISU stage. She will be performing two of her biggest hits, songs called Nein and Wunder. And it's no wonder that the crowd is anticipating this. There are also some spectacular pyrotechnics set to accompany these numbers.
irgendwie nicht mehr viel, weil ich... Dankeschön für diesen wundervollen Song. Es kommt übrigens jetzt gleich noch ein Song, zu dem wir alle tanzen können. Und ich möchte euch auch alle tanzen sehen. Also steht auf und habt Spaß. Das ist der letzte Song von mir heute Abend. Ich wünsche euch ganz viel Spaß.
Hoffentlich sieht sie nicht aus wie ich, mag nicht, was ich mag. Redet nicht den ganzen Tag. Weiß sie, dass du an mich denkst? Glaubt sie, dass sie dich gut kennt? Sie bleibt dir fremd, sie bleibt dir fremd. War das nur ihr One-Night-Stand? Oder glaubst du, dass sie um dich kämpft? Tu doch bitte nicht verliebt, wenn du sie nicht liebst. Ich glaub dir kein Wort, weil du immer lügst. Aber wenn sie das wissen, sag mir wann, dass du mich noch nicht vergessen kannst. Aber wenn sie das wissen, sag mir wann, sag mir wann. Ich weiß, dass du immer allein bist, egal wer dich gerade einnimmt. Und immer wenn du heimgehst, weiß ich genau, dass ich dir fehl. Wenn du zurück bist, ich wunder mich dann nicht. Ich wunder mich dann nicht. Ich wunder mich dann nicht, mich dann nicht.
Bitte wunder dich nicht, der rote Lippenstift ist von einer anderen Frau, weit und breit, kein Kummer in Sicht. Denn das mit uns war zwar echt, aber nur ein schlechter Traum bei Nacht. Baby, mir ist kalt, ja, sie liegt in meiner Nacht. Wieso wird es nicht wahr? Ist doch immer das Gleiche. Oh Baby, Tag ein, Tag aus. Ich parke wieder mal in irgendeiner Einfahrt. Der weiße Lambo steht vor einem schwarzen Haus. Und jetzt frag mich, ob sie dasselbe geben kann, was du mir gegeben hast. Mit dir flieg ich zu hoch, mit dir fall ich zu tief. Das ist zu intensiv.
War das nur ihr One-Night-Stand? Oder glaubst du, dass sie um dich kämpft? Tu doch bitte nicht verliebt, wenn du sie nicht liebst. Ich glaub dir kein Wort, weil du immer lügst. Aber wenn sie das wissen, sag mir wann, dass du mich noch nicht vergessen kannst. Aber wenn sie das wissen, sag mir wann, sag mir wann.
Es kann schon sein, dass ich allein bin, egal wer mich gerade ein. Doch immer wenn du heimgehst, wusste ich genau, dass du hier bist.
Wenn du zurück bist, ich wunder mich dann nicht. Ich wunder mich dann nicht. Ich wunder mich dann nicht, mich dann nicht. Ich weiß, dass du immer allein bist, egal wer dich gerade einnimmt. Und immer wenn du heimgehst, weiß ich genau, dass ich dir fehl. Wenn du zurück bist, ich wunder mich dann nicht. Ich wunder mich dann nicht. Ich wunder mich dann nicht, mich dann nicht.
Dankeschön, World of University Games. Ich freue mich so sehr. Mein Name ist Aleva. Tschüss, hab euch lieb.
From Aleva, much enjoyed by the crowd and the athletes that remain on
Thank
the
you so much. Vielen
stadium
herzlichen Dank,
floor.
Aleva.
And now we come to the final part of the protocol, the lighting of the flame. Now we'll have a video
das die Welt
of
geht
the
und heute
torch's
hier
journey
beginnt.
to form
Der
the
Moment,
transition, the actual
auf den
flame
wir alle
lighting
warten.
ceremony here
Die Flamme
in the stadium.
wird
Prominent figures
und mit ihr
from the world
der
of
Geist
culture,
dieser Spiele.
sports, science and
A sign
politics,
that
as
goes
well
around
as
the world
citizens of
and
North
starts here
Rhine-Westphalia.
today.
Have
The
carried
moment
torch past
we are
the
waiting
region's
for.
prominent monuments
The flame is lit,
and transfer the
and
flame
with it the
of the game
spirit
to
of
the
these
arena
games.
here in Duisburg.
Deutsche Meisterin, Europameisterin, Siegerin bei den University Games, Olympiasiegerin. Please welcome an icon of sport, German champion, European champion.
The Flame has arrived in the stadium, carrying it, an icon of German sport, Heide Ecker-Rosendahl, the Olympic gold medalist from the Munich 1972 Games in the long jump. She won an additional gold medal in the 4x100 meters and silver in pentathlon. And at World University Games in Turin in 1970, she was the gold medalist in long jump. An athlete who excelled on absolutely every field of play.
Sonja Greinacher, Max Hartung,
the
Matthias Meester,
flame bearers
Sarah
introduced
Felbrock,
Sonja Greinacher, the Olympic gold medalist in 3x3 basketball, accompanied by Sarah Wellbrock, the Tokyo 2020 Olympic bronze medalist in long-distance swimming. There's also Max Hartung, a 3-time Olympian in saber fencing. Nico Schlotterbeck, central defender for Borussia Dortmund and German national team member.
Kröger, Nikita Moore, and Laurens Rieger.
There's Laurens Rieger, the fencer, European Team Championship silver medalist. Alexander Wieserak, the judoka, the world champion in 2017. Matthias Mester, a Paralympic silver medalist in shot put in Beijing in 2008. And Greta Kreuger, a basketball player and under-18 World Championships medalist.
This world is one, an open book. We write the stories, me and you. Reach for the stars and fall back down. We're climbing mountains one by one. Let's get it on, let's get it on, and take a step into the sun. We can learn from the best, make a change for the better. Put our hope to the test. This is now or never. Now and together. Now and together. We can learn from the best. We can make a change for the better. Now and together.
This open road that lies ahead, full of memories, goals and dreams. Go get your share of jubilee. No regrets, just unity. Let's get it on, let's get it on, and take a step into the sun.
We can learn from the best, make a change for the better.
Put our hearts to the test. This is now or never.
Now and together.
We can learn from the best, make a change for the better. Put our hope to the test. This is now or never. Now and together. Woo. Now and together. Oh, oh, oh. We can learn from the best. We can make a change.
We can make a change. Now and together.
This world is one, an open book. We'll write the stories now and together.
Vielen Dank, ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Klauser.
Dankeschön. Dankeschön.
The athletes have approached the LED towers to the sound of the lovely anthem Now and Together. And consider your World University Games lit up.
Spectacular lighting of the flame. And the artificial chimneys representing the 6 host cities of this FISU Games. Burning flame balls you saw in the video at important landmarks in the Ruhr region. And now the flames on the towers will be transferred to miners' lamps, which will be set up in all the cities in the following days. Carried out of the arena. Fantastic rendition. Song by Jan Lerkel, Now and Together. And here are the miners' lamps. Will make their way to Bochum, Duisburg, Essen, and Hagen in this area of North Rhine-Westphalia, as well as Berlin. Now the main lamps have been carried out of the arena. A battle follows between the orchestra and the dance groups from North Rhine-Westphalia on the stage, and at the end, the LED towers as well. After which, DJ Topic will take to the stage and what concludes the opening ceremony to the Rhine-Ruhr 2025 FISU World University Games, the 32nd edition. of these fantastic games. That's it from us here at the Schlossland Eisen Arena Duisburg. I hope you enjoyed the opening ceremony for these Rhein-Ruhr Games and enjoy the 11 days of competition that lie ahead of us.